Gardner for Coca-Cola, holding down fourth spot, just coming over the rise.
In fact, I think it could be even Tony Longhurst, who started well back in the pack. When row number 6 that's moved up to third, Gardner, Scape, Johnson, Romano. Dumsney is up to position number 8. A very good effort for only his second touring car outing. Main straightaway time once again. Seaton's got the outside. What's he going to do this time around? As they cross the strike, it is half-race distance. Again, he looks to the left. There's a right-hand corner coming up, and I would suggest Perkins has the line. He, in fact, does. Now, this is where Seaton, as Brad mentioned earlier, really manages to gain a lot of metres on the Castrol Commodore. Again, ducking inside. A little taily, the Perkins car. And a great appreciation of the speed these cars are doing. A long, sweeping left-hander. And it's time to jump on the anchors very shortly. The right-hander. And this is a great battle. A battle far from over. And it's simply not a case of horsepower. The game plan is being used. Who has got the best coach? We will wait and see. Let's have a look at the Shell race score. Larry Perkins leads from Glenn Seaton. Tony Longhurst in the Castrol Falcon. Wayne Gardner, Mark Scape round out the 5. 7.5 racing laps complete. Larry Perkins looking for victory, and Glenn Seaton still in second. There's the Tony Longhurst car. Dick Johnson has moved up to occupy position number 4 after starting in 17. Paul Romano, Max Dumsney. There's Gardner and Stephen Ellery. And that's it.
Well, that's fair enough. It's not over, though, as far as these two are concerned. This is the way it's been almost from the outset. After we lost Lowndes and Bow, these two have been at it hammer and tong. And it'll be a game man to call the result at this stage. Fantastic crowd lining the main straight here at Phillip Island. What a credit it is to the sports fans here as they cross the start-finish line with 4 laps to go, that all of these people came out today all the way down to Phillip Island. And when they set out to come here, the conditions this morning were deplorable. But you're seeing Phillip Island somewhat close to its best at the moment.
Well, the track conditions must still be pretty greasy, Brad Jones. 1:37s they're running in. Lap record 1:34. So even though the track looks dry, they're still skating and sliding around a fair bit.
Well, that's right. And I'm sure Glenn can probably go a little bit quicker, but he's tied up here a bit behind Larry.
Larry's doing a fabulous job. See the car, tyres, brakes, everything starting to get a little bit faded. But he's holding out Seaton, one of the most aggressive drivers in the business, trying every option he has available to get past Perkins. But Perkins really showing a tremendous amount of experience here to hold him out.
And very good tyre choice. The Dunlop runners have a choice of not only compounds, but whether the tyres are manufactured in Japan or in England. And this is only the second time someone's used the Japanese tyres. John Bow did at Bathurst. And obviously they're working very, very well.
Take race cam with Dick Johnson, Dunlop race cam, Shell 17. As I said earlier, had a tremendously bad practice session. Couldn't get the balance in the car at all.
Horrendous start to the first heat. Yeah.
He's really been in the walls. Got a new bonnet, new front bodywork on the Shell car. Trying to fight his way back through the field.
Well, he's the sole survivor in the Shell team out there with John Bow in that massive accident on the opening lap.
Well, he's up in 4th position. Just 1 second down on Tony Longhurst. But look at this battle for the lead. It's been going on the whole race distance.
Seaton will pull out from the draft now and attempt the pass, but Perkins just won't give in.
9 laps down, 3 to go. It's a tremendous contest. 4.4 kilometre Grand Prix track at Phillip Island. Great mix of corners. Slow, fast, medium, high speed. Test the drivers and the cars, the setup and the tyres to the limit. And these two cars are so evenly matched. Seaton, look down the inside, building up to 240 kilometres an hour as they swing down under the Foster's Bridge and up toward Honda Corner once again. Perkins covering his tracks. Seaton tries to look around the outside. They pass the pack leader car, gave them plenty of room out of Honda, down towards Siberia. Seaton trying to plan his move, but there's nothing in this. It's going to be a big, desperate lunge somewhere very close behind the Castrol Commodore through Siberia.
And that's a place I think that he'll actually have a go at him. Larry leaves a bit of a hole there, and Glenn can probably fit half a car in it. So we'll see how desperate he is to win this race in the next couple of laps.
Accelerating hard up the hill, 230, 240k. As they take the rise up Lukey Heights, car gets very light, very skatey over here. Perkins holds his line. Seaton, flames belching from the exhaust of the Ford Credit Falcon as he works back through the gears and hangs onto the back of the Castrol, hold a little bit sideways out of there. You can see as he tries to get that power to the ground. Massive torque from these V8 engines. We take Dunlop Race Cam again right behind Tony Longhurst. This is the battle for third and fourth position. So it's Perkins and Seaton about 6 seconds up the road from this battle for third and fourth. Tony Longhurst struggling to get some speed out of this Castrol Ford last year, but boy, now he's got Ralph Bellamy, former BMW engineer and Formula One mechanic, working for the team, and it seems to be working great guns. Here's the battle for the lead. 2 laps to go. Just over 8-9 kilometres left. Larry Perkins still in control. You wouldn't want to throw this one away this late in the race. Look how close Seaton is. Right up behind Perkins as they sweep through the southern loop. Take race cam with the Castrol car. Looking back at Seaton, you can just about see the eyes.
You can almost feel Glenn's frustration sitting here looking at him.
And the eyes are beyond, and the Ford Credit Falcon, make no mistake.
Well, he's keeping the pressure on Perkins, hoping Larry comes up with an error, but very rarely does he do that. And Seaton's just going to have to do it all on his own to try and get by. He can't rely on Larry to make a blue.
Well, classic Ford Holden battle this. Keep in mind, too, with Lowndes and Bow, our main title contenders out, this is really going to open the championship up. Big haul of points here for Perkins and Seaton. We've got one more heat to go. We could leave Phillip Island with a very tight tree at the top of the championship table. Race cam again with Seaton right up behind the wing of the Castrol Commodore. You can see struggling with the car, just gingerly feathering the throttle as they come over the rise. Car gets very low, brakes on. Enough to get alongside Perkins, but it's not going to be a position to overtake. Larry's going to have to make a bit of a blue here as they come back toward pit straight once again.
He's definitely right on him.
Coming around to get the last lap board. Can Glenn Seaton pull it out of the box here on the last lap?
These two still cutting times, 1:37.3, just locked together, 100th of a second apart. They've opened the gap up 6 seconds over Longhurst and Johnson back in third and fourth, and Romano, a great run from the youngster in the pack leader Falcon. Look at this, Perkins still in control as they swing through turn 1 for the final time. Just under 200 kilometres an hour, braking hard for Southern Loop, down to about 120k.
Half dozen corners left for Glenn Seaton.
Muscling hard in the apex. Look how close Perkins is. Blue Seaton, look, big race cam. Last lap board goes up. And this is one of the most popular areas down here on the corner. You can see Perkins using every ounce of the braking capacity of that car.
Oh, so close.
So close.
I don't think it's close enough to have a shot at him here.
Down through Siberia once again. He has a big look down the inside. Perkins leaves a little bit of room, pulls the nose in toward the apex, really muscling the Castrol Commodore to hold the Ford Credit Falcon out.
Opening was there, but he just couldn't take advantage of it, Glenn Seaton. I think that might have been his last chance.
Leading at some gears, accelerating back up toward Lukey Heights, 220, 230 kilometres an hour through the S's. Up over the rise for the final time. Perkins only going to hold it together for another kilometre or so, but Seaton taking the attack right under the car.
Oh, he had to be a touch.
But Larry lives, and he's fighting tooth and nail to hang on to this. He's fought for it the whole race. 11 laps, 12 laps completed as they come across the line. This will be the last one. Can Perkins hold him out, or will Seaton have a big lunge? A bit of more exit speed as they come onto the pit straight for the final time. Right up on the Castrol Commodore, pulls out alongside, but Perkins will hold him. A fabulous race.
Fantastic.
Oh, Larry Perkins is the winner, stalling Glenn Seaton to the line by a half car length. Just 0.14 of a second in it, and Dick Johnson crosses the line in third place. That's a great drive by him for the man who qualified 15th yesterday. Hats off to Lightning Larry, winner, Heat 2, Round 5, the Touring Car Championship in the Castrol Commodore, holding out Glenn Seaton. Third place going to Dick Johnson. Tony Longhurst was fourth, and Paul Romano, fantastic effort to finish in fifth place. Max Dumpney was sixth, followed by Steve Ellery, Wayne Gardner, Stephen Richards, and Alan Jones finishing in 10th position.